Talk with Jonathan Sheppard, who will saddle Senada in the Dowager on Sunday. Race that she won last year. How'd she come up to this one?
Well, obviously I didn't have her last year. Barclay Tag was training, and I think she started to tail off just a little bit. And the owners thought possibly a change of scenery, training more on a farm, as I do with a lot of my horses in Pennsylvania, might just be a little change of scenery might improve her. But
she's doing well?
Well, she's doing well now. We took a little while to get to know each other. Her first race was a little disappointing. I think she's doing better now. We're hopeful. I wouldn't say overly confident, but we kind of want to know where we are, because Mr. and Mrs. Jackson, I think, might breed her. Well, they definitely will breed her at the end of this year. Whether we run her again after this or not, it kind of depends on how she runs Sunday.
What have you learned about her in the time that you've had her?
I've learned that she has a little bit of a mind of her own, a little bit quirky. We try to kind of sweeten her up, which I think was kind of what they knew, that maybe the farm would help that side of her. And it has done, but not overnight. And she's a little bit of a one-pace type of a horse. I guess that's why she excels at these long-distance races. Doesn't have a great deal of speed, but she's a classy filly. She's very attractive to look at. She's nice to work around, and she's come into the race as well as we could be expected.
I know you didn't have her last fall when she won here, but if memory serves, I think that it was a little wet then. Do you have a feel yet for what kind of course she prefers?
I think she has somewhat of an affinity for Keeneland, and from what I know of her, I think a little bit of cut in the ground, she'd probably appreciate that, yes.
What about from a tactical standpoint and her rider? What can he do?
You know, unfortunately, we have a new rider. Not that he's not a very good rider, Sean Bridgman, but I don't think he knows her. I was hoping to get someone that would work for a little bit in the morning, but that didn't work out. She probably needs to be not too far off the pace, and just to kind of capitalize on her staying power and her stamina, and probably needs a little bit of a pushy type of a ride. A little bit tricky, because if you go to riding her too hard, she resents it, but if you just sit there, she's not going to do much. So there's sort of a little bit of a happy medium, and of course a lot of that's up to Sean Bridgman on Sunday. We'll see what happens.